With a yo-ho-ho, it's Tale of the Toaster. We are heading for the final battle here. Before we set off, I do have a few loose ends I want to tie up. Firstly, seeing as I actually got the move Baby Dragon, I feel it's pretty important to actually show it off as a little thank you to Ryukario for actually helping me get the move in the first place. I thought I could have been like the absolute haven for Inazuma LPs on YouTube because I thought I was the only one doing them, and then along comes another one and tells me something I didn't know. Meanwhile, Todd, I'm trying to show off the Baby Dragon. Could you kindly not lose the ball? Jude will pick up from your mistakes. You're lucky to be on the squad for the final battle. I'm joking, you're alright, but here is. He's got 3 shooting moves. You're meant to be a defender, mate. TP of 35. That's the Baby Dragon. Pretty fun move. Of course, it's going to score. And so that's one of the loose ends I wanted to tie up. Two more things I want to do. And there's also another thing, but I'm going to save that for what they call a bonus episode of the LP. For now, let's just have a look at the blog, because usually in this game, in this LP, I kind of skim over it, and we haven't looked at it for a long time. Like, we've gone pages ago, and there's Zeus. I'm still gonna just kind of skim through them quite quickly, because you can pause to read, as it were, but even though it's usually just Todd commenting on these things, I think the blog's a pretty fun thing to read, and the blog is definitely something that gets better with every Inazuma game. Like, the blog in Inazuma 11 Go 2 Chrono Stones is just the best thing ever. Like, it's like watching the anime of Chrono Stones is not a good enough way to experience the story, because that way you don't get to read the absolutely hilarious blog. But there you go, that's the blog for the original. Last thing, I got the key for the cycling club like ages ago, and I never actually went in, so here we go. This is the cycling club. As you might expect, it's filled with bikes, and what I like with the floor is that they've actually made it look like an Olympic cycling track floor. So we can get 900 prestige points, some fine veggies, we get to look at an old, I've forgotten the word, penny farthing I think. That's huge! And that's it, no recruitable players, no good special moves like you get with the other clubs, but it's still nice to see. And so with that, all I need to do is heal, and then we're heading for Zeus. You are gonna heal me up, right? Because the heal point is inside the club room.
I have something to tell you. Can you come here for a moment?
Alright, fair enough. Let's go around the corner. Those 3 are not listening at all. So you've got something to tell me? What's this all of a sudden? Didn't you have something you wanted to tell me? Come on, mate. I'm standing here like a lemon.
Well, I wanted to show you how I feel. I cooked these for you.
That's a lot of rice balls. Don't let Jack see them or they'll all be gone. Wow! You made all these yourself?
I was thinking about what I could do to help before your match, and I thought, oh, I knew I'd made too much. I'm sorry for being so stupid.
What are you talking about? I can tell how much effort you put into making them. Thanks, Silvia. Just a reminder that this game is set in Japan.
Well, in that case, Mark, what I have to say is...
Mark, you rude bastard!
Just what I really have to say
Say is, I'm going now. Here, guys, look at these rice balls. He even told Jack, so they'll all be gone. Thanks, Silv. He's so rude. Oh, come on, Jude. Why don't you try one? Well, they look pretty plain. I guess I could try one. Oh, he wants it to be plain, does it? Bloody Axel, where were you hiding? That's Mark for you. I guess you're used to that by now, though.
I guess so. Looks like you got an uphill struggle ahead of you, Silvia. I know, stop rubbing it in already, everybody. Even bloody Nelly's coming now. There's not much I can do about it. That's just the way he is. Hey, what's all the fuss? Oh, Nelly!
Awkward!
Silvia, do you have a moment? Of course. Sorry to drag you away from the festivities there. What's wrong? This isn't like you. Well, I've got to talk to you about something. That really is unlike you. Go on, Nelly. Well, it's... Actually, so what I mean to say is... so what do you think? What? What's happened?
I've no idea, mate. I'm just as in the blue as you are. Don't scare me when I'm eating. I nearly choked.
That's because you gluttons can't learn to control yourselves. Really, I just hope you can manage it on the pitch tomorrow. You'd better not embarrass me any more than you have done already. Anyway, okay, Nelly, let's do it. I'll help too. Really, you don't have to force yourselves. You can count on us. I love doing that kind of thing. Nelly, you weren't thinking of doing it on your own, were you? You know we can't let you
Do that, Star Fox.
How did you know? You've been our manager for quite a while now. I understand you better than you think. I suppose you might be right there. Thank you, Silvia. Come on, Nelly. Let's do everything we can to support the football club. Yes.
Oh, Sylvia's rice balls are amazing.
They're so good. Do you think you could teach Nelly how to make them too?
What's wrong with Sylvia cooking it?
Watch it, boy. You don't want to find out what happens when you get on my bad side. Why, she's much scarier when she's angry.
Todd, she might get you expelled from school. Don't worry, I'll still let you practice with the team, though.
I thought you were on my side.
Yeah, we're all having a laugh. It's good to get the team in high spirits before the Football Frontier final, which is tomorrow. Zeus, we're coming for you. We've got to stop Zeus and put an end to Dark's evil schemes. Hey, new blog post, we can go back in there after all. Silvia, and Alelia. At the time, we didn't know what they'd been planning. We were only thinking about hitting Zeus head on. This is supposed to be Sporkin in Mark's voice. Sporkin. Finally, the day of the match came. It's finally match day! Get in! We're coming for you, Zeus! And you, Dark! This will be our ultimate battle! Let's get to the station and get our tickets to Zeus Stadium! Probably cost about 40 quid just for us to get battered because we've all got to get on a train. I didn't ask you to recruit anybody, did I? I might as well. No, it sounds like what you... I don't know what you're getting up to, so we'll just ask you to get someone from Kirkwood instead. Will you do that for us, Nelly? By the way, I have given my team members a few new moves, like Eric's got the shooting move Condor Dive, Todd's got Quick Draw, just a couple defensive moves mostly. Oh yeah, I still need to do these friendlies. Well, that'll be something for the bonus episode, because I've got something very important to show off in that. I might as well complete the extra competition route at the same time. What's going on?
Ta-da! Everybody came out to show their support for Ryman's Football Club. The people who work for Ryman Family have been helping us go around town to explain everything. We got the water back to normal too and set them right on who the real culprit was.
Well, now Dark could be arrested. Let's not even play the final, let's just win by default.
Now that we know we aren't to blame, and that there is a great evil facing the town, that means there's nothing for you to worry about. Except the match. That's a big worry.
Thanks, Silvia. Let's go. See you later, guys. Thanks for coming. Oh, I'm so pleased. Oh, you do flatter me. Axel over here. Ryman are the best. They're going to win. Yes. Oh, that's what they were saying.
What do you think, Mark? With all these supporters, you can't lose, can you?
Thanks. We're going to shut down Zeus Dark and all his evil plans. Will that do, Nelly?
That will do, Mark. I'm glad you understand.
Thanks, everyone. We'll be back as soon as we've won. Let's go. It's time we faced our final battle already. I couldn't agree more. I concur as well. Well, actually, let's put it off a little bit more to read the blog. There's 3 more comments, is that? Oh, no. Secret manager chat. You can't go on that.
You're not talking about me, are you?
No, sorry. We're not.
Anyway.
What? Stop scrolling through all the menus! Like Super Speed. His head still hurts. I was hoping that they were all going to have, you know, recovered. I've actually shown those lines of dialogue off in the elbow. I've got such a headache. Really, I could do a bit more grinding. I'm quite low level. Because I don't really play the game when I'm not recording. But, yeah, but never mind. I'll just rush into it and see how it goes. Let's go to the map and the station. Well, alright. I think we need one final good luck wish. That is the wrong way. Mark, you're going home. We're getting a new goalkeeper. You're just going to sit and watch on the telly. I don't think something like this would be televised. Well, no, I think in the anime I can definitely see matches being watched on the television. But yeah, we're just as stubborn as Grandad. Choose the path that you believe in, Mark. I'll always be watching you. Nice one, Fingers. You slipped. There aren't any treasure chests in here, are there? Oh, I can heal here. That's exactly what I needed to do. I mean, there's a heal point in front of the train station anyway. But whatever. Bye-bye, top 5 roadblocks in gaming by challenges approaching. Watch it. This is not the time to be talking about Chap's Tale. This is the time where you focus on yourself. Because it is time for the final boss. Sort of. Let's do some body training to make ourselves strong before the final match. Axel's like at the I haven't trained him at all. If you only need to pay 80 points, then that's how you can tell that you've never done any special training on anybody. Body's not really the best thing I could be raising. Like, I think kick's quite important, but Axel's got enough at 53, I guess. Let's just kick a few more cones. I'll do a couple of these off screen as well. Might as well. I've not got anything else to be spending money on.
Everyone in town is acting odd, sir. I will do everything in my power to find a way to save them, sir.
Nice to know. I mean, no, everyone's gonna be fine now. She used to love destroy football. Crikey, that's harsh. Yeah, I didn't actually explore the park to see all the brainwashed dialogue. That girl's still off on a date. But yeah, I figured, you know, if we really are approaching the final boss, now is the time to do any last training, find out any last bits of dialogue. I'll give Jude a bit of kick, give some to Erik, I guess give some to Axel, and just make sure we're prepared. Guys, I was not kidding about Erik being a good player. This guy is a midfielder. Look at his kick stat, it's 53. He's as good at kicking as our star striker, who's 1 level higher than him. Let's balance that out a bit. Axel, this guy's supposed to be dead. Don't let him outshadow you. Boom! There, you're slightly stronger now. Head explode. While I was doing the rounds, I've found something special in the shopping area. Look at the top screen. Win by 2 goals. This is a very rare random encounter which you only tend to see towards the end of the game. But yes, there are some random encounters where it actually requires you to win by 2 goals. And they have 20-minute time limits instead of 15 minutes. Generally still possible, just as long as you've saved enough TP. You know, it's not that hard to get the goals on a random team, but they will have possession of the ball after you've scored once. Just got to make sure you got the points. Sometimes when you're trying to recruit story team members, like, say, maybe the Kirkwood boy, I don't think that is an example, but especially in the later games, if you're trying to recruit a particularly good player, sometimes they'll even have one of these matches and they ask you to win by 3 goals. It's tough stuff. But with that, we beat Kodiak. I wonder what his first name is to make up the pun. 2-0, almost a hat-trick for Erik. Poor Jude and Todd don't get to do anything. Could have done Baby Dragon, but never mind.
I know about this place, about the strange sounds that emanate from within. It must be a secret base for aliens who've come to take over the Earth.
Only a few people will find that funny, but if you get why, it's quite funny.
This is a punishment from above.
That's pretty appropriate. How rude! I was literally gonna end the video sitting next to Julia with Axel and be like, and here's his motive. In the next one we're gonna beat Zeus and do it for Julia. You just ring me on your phone! Give me a really loud ringtone in the middle of a hospital. Sorry, Julia, you can snuff it. Besides, I've got to show off who Nelly actually found for me.
I'll join your football team, but I expect you to thank me for it. You will, won't you?
No. Nothing to say about that. Thomas has joined you, and I know that something funny happens if you try to recruit his captain. But maybe that's something to save for Let's Play Inazuma 11 too, eh? The reason I save it for the sequel is because recruitment takes a lot less time in that one, and you all knew that LP was bound to happen anyway.